You know when songs have like a ticking clock sound going on in the background? It always sounds really cool. I love it. It's this kind of driving rhythm, but it's also a familiar sound. It's good. It's good. But I have never made a song with that sound in it. And today that's gonna change. I think there's two vibes that a ticking clock sound can convey. One of them is a rushed feel, like the clock is ticking, you're running out of time. But the other one, I think, is more interesting. It's the sound of a driving mechanism. If you listen to something like Cogwalk Core from the Silksong soundtrack, this does it well. The clock is the sound of the clockwork mechanisms, but it's also the feeling of the labourers under the Citadel being forced to work forever. I'm gonna start just by yoinking a clock sound from YouTube. And that sounds good, but now I'm gonna layer it with another one. Now, I'm at 120 BPM, which is 2 beats per second, and the ticks happen every second, which means they line up nicely with the beats. But I'm gonna change that. I want this to have a bit of a rushed feel, so I'm gonna turn it up to, let's say, 135. And now, because I have warp mode on in these audio clips, they should still line up with the beat. And because I want this to have kind of a driving rushed feel, I'm gonna double time the second one just by taking each tick and copying it on every beat. So now the clock sounds like this. But now I kind of feel like it needs a smaller tick on the 8th note going like... You know what I mean? I'm hearing it. I'm hearing it in there. It needs to be there. And I think the way I have to do this is going to be to synthesize it. With a synthesizer, like Vital, and turn on the noise oscillator. So to get a tick out of this, I'm going to have to draw an amp envelope. So the way of doing that is to go to the LFO, set it to envelope, and attach that to the level of the noise, and then turn this all the way down and have it just fully control that. And right now it's a triangle shape, which is not what we want. If you do something like that, it's now just an attack. But what I want is a shape like this, and then set the length of it to something really quick. And that's starting to sound like a tick. I've added some whooshy sound effects from my analog synth. I've given it a bass line.